That's a great question. What can you do to help any arthritis in the joints, in the shoulder, elbow, palm, or fingers? Well, we did show in the past blog a little bit of training with the fingers with coins. So there's many different exercises for arthritis, but today I'll introduce gentle motions with each one of the joints that helps relieve inflammation. So the idea is, if you move violently and you have arthritis, you will create more inflammation. If you don't move at all and protect it, it will create more inflammation. So either moving too much or not moving enough does not solve the problem. So the next thing, what I found out over the last 20 years, is that if you move in a 40% effort, you will actually be able to reduce some of that inflammation in the ligaments. What is 40% effort? It's harder to imitate 40% in the air. If you had your hand in warm water and you move it, the water will help you find that 40% effort movement. What you need to do to relieve one of those joints is to get a timer and over 30 seconds isolate first the fingers and move them in a 40% effort speed. So you move them slow, and you will find out over time that that can help any inflammation in the fingers. If you're training for martial art and you want to increase speed, so then you move in 30 seconds the finger fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, for arthritis, 40%. For martial art or for sports, a physical performance, fast, 30. And you can count and over time increase your number. That's how you get better, by having benchmarks. For the palm, what it is, it's bye-bye. So you do bye-bye, slow, 40%. Like your hand is in warm water, body temperature. For sports and other physical activity, you go fast. You try to do 180 times in 30 seconds. That's a record. That's a benchmark, but the record is 240 in 30 seconds. It's a guy that plays piano, so I guess he was able to move his finger really fast. You cannot cheat. You got to open all the way and close all the way. That's one. So people do halfway, they can get more. The next joint is the wrist. The wrist, and also, by the way, this is also good for gripping, for speed, hand speed, catching the ball, throwing a ball. So the speed for the people that don't have arthritis will improve hand grip and hand performance. The next part is the wrist. The wrist, if you have the arthritis, you move slow. You move rotating like this. If you can, you try to put the elbows together. That is if you're physically able. If not, you work towards it. If you can't because of certain reasons, that's okay. Just work on circling the wrist, first to this direction, then the other, and then change the grip of your fingers. So that's for wrist. Wrist is very important for different sport performance. So working and making the wrist more fluid and flexible is very important for other physical activities. The next joint is the elbows. The elbows, very simple movement. You go this way for 30 seconds, gently, and you can also go this way, like you wipe the table for 30 seconds, gently. Again, I have a lot of experience with people with tennis elbows, arthritis, that they'll tell me, Rami, at night, it's so painful. And they learn this gentle movement, and they wake up at night, and they just do a few movements like this, and they get maybe the circulation back, and it helps a little bit, and they can go back to sleep. Versus before, they may have to get up and take some pills. So these gentle movements reach right into the joint, into the ligaments, and reduce that inflammation. The shoulders are last in the arm joints. So the shoulders, you can either move them, like I call it, shake the carpet, forward, or eagle fly sideways. Some of you may need to do a smaller motion, not all the way up, just halfway or third of the way, just to get the gentle motion in the shoulder. Of course, if you go faster and faster or higher and higher, you increase the full range of motion in the rotator cuff, and that again increases tremendously your performance in both sports or physical activities. So, as you can see, working on each joint from the fingers up to the shoulder is very important for both health as well as physical activity.